The President of the Republic of the Gambia, His Excellency President Adama Barrow, presided over the opening ceremony of the Ministerial Project Steering Committee meeting and the 8th Regional Workshop of the Africa Higher Education Centers of Excellence for Development Impact ACE. The biannual meeting is hosted by the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology of the Gambia under the leadership of Professor Kerr. The meeting brings together ministers of higher education and other government representatives from 11 participating African countries, the 53 centers of excellence, subject matter experts, key higher education stakeholders, policy think tanks, and partners such as the World Bank, the French Development Agency, and the Association of African Universities. The workshop is aimed at fostering an environment of knowledge sharing and networking between the centers and relevant agencies, providing in-person collaborative opportunities for the exchange of regional knowledge. While addressing the participants from the 11 different countries, President Adama Barrow says the workshop came at a time when his government is working on transforming Gambia's tertiary sector.
Incidentally, this workshop is organized at a time when my government is making concerted efforts to transform our higher education system through reforms that would put the youth at the forefront of national development. Specific to the ACE project, the Gambia is working towards establishing a full-fledged center of excellence in science, technology, and engineering for entrepreneurship. The purpose of this focus is obvious. We need adequate human capital that is equipped with entrepreneurial mindsets to match our development strides and aspirations.
The Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, Professor Kerr encourages participants to take advantage of the workshop and work towards the development of Africa through research, science and technology.
The divergent experts from different academia and industry sectors in this meeting symbolize African institutions' readiness to address our challenges through education and research. I encourage participants to take advantage of the workshop and establish the right partnership and networks to help develop Africa's higher education institutions to compete in the global market in research and innovation. Together, as Africans, through such a project, we are stronger. We can consolidate efforts to develop academic and research outputs that can help address youth employability, food security, and endemic health concerns that have been stifling our respective economies for so long.
The Secretary General of the Association of African Universities, Dr. Olusola Oyeweli, highlights how tertiary institutions in Africa contribute to the development of Africa through innovation and entrepreneurship.
As you may be aware, the theme for this 8th regional workshop is innovation and entrepreneurship. And I'm exceptionally enthused about the opportunity to contribute to such important discussions. Innovation and entrepreneurship remain pressing priorities today to maximize the potentials of Africa's most precious resource, that is, the human capital. The Africa's Union's Continental Education Strategy for Africa clearly laid out the crucial role of innovation and technology with the goal of, and I quote, reorienting Africa's education and training systems to meet the knowledge, competencies, skills, innovation, and creativity required to nurture Africa's core values and promote sustainable development at the national, sub-regional, and continental scale. The higher education sector plays a critical role in enhancing innovation and entrepreneurship within the region. We are charged with the responsibility to cultivate creativity and harness innovativeness through quality training and excellent applied research. In cognizance of the gap in African universities to promote entrepreneurship and innovation, the ACE impact has indeed demonstrated that the project understands lagging areas in the African higher education sector and has adopted laudable measures in addressing these challenges.
Meanwhile, the World Bank resident representative to the Gambia, Mrs. Faye Boroface, explained how both pre-tertiary education and tertiary education can contribute to the transformation of Africa's economy.
Indeed, education is the bedrock of social and economic growth. Building a stronger higher education sector is not only key for Africa's development, but it is a worthwhile goal and to invest in human capital. As we have seen globally, if it's done right, investments in skills development at both the pre-tertiary and tertiary levels and capacity building in research have the potential to yield tremendous development benefits across various sectors and to lift not only individuals but entire nations out of poverty. While we all acknowledge that the STEM fields are arguably critical fields that will accelerate the socio-economic development of Africa, these sectors are still struggling with quality programs and the ability to attract adequate number of students and researchers. As of today, less than 25% of African higher education students pursue STEM-related careers, most of them being men.
According to the ACE project, the Africa Higher Education Centers of Excellence project is a World Bank initiative to support higher education institutions specializing in science, technology, engineering and mathematics STEM, environment, agriculture, applied social science, education and health. The project is a collaboration between the World Bank and the participating countries to build the capacity of higher education institutions in Africa. It is the first World Bank project aimed at building capacities of higher education institutions in Africa through the promotion of regional specialization among participating universities in the areas that address specific common regional challenges. Reporting for Kerr, Fatou, I am Landin Cisse.